we get started because we need the president here to get started with this function and parliament to kick off and declarations that happen in this place here. So we now have the speaker, so that means we are not far from where we're supposed to be starting with the reading of the speeches. This first speech will come from the Minister of Finance, Honorable Matia Kasaija, and when he's done, we'll be able to invite the president, who will give us what the year is going to look like in 2024-2025 there. And we're grateful that she has joined. A lot of photo moments there. But the biggest concern is debt in this budget, 34 trillion, to be able to have that here. I am also joined by Honorable Margaret Muhanga. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Are you well?
I am good.
Your anticipation for this 72 trillion budget, your thoughts about it, especially in your docket of health there?
Yeah, in my docket of health, we really expect to give an ambulance to each and every constituency in Uganda. We've so far given out 116 constituencies, but remember there are
not be any tolerance for corruption, because it is painful that people pay taxes and they cannot receive their taxes back in form of taxes, in form of services. Losing 10 trillion shillings annually in corruption implies that out of what we have passed or what you are able to collect, 10 trillion will go into some people's pockets, which is very, very unfortunate. So my appeal is, let us ensure that we fight corruption. And I want to appreciate the president for the action he has taken. He assured us last Thursday that he had evidence. And we told him we want to see blood. And we have seen blood. But it's not all. There are actually other bigger rackets or corruption by other individuals that have not yet been caught. So we hope that we shall be able to see all the corrupt officials brought before the law.
But how do we make corruption very expensive? We have seen members of parliament arraigned. We do not want to get into that. We've also seen very many accusations there. How do we make corruption very expensive in this country that people do not want to commit any corruption?
By taking action. We have not been taking action against the corrupt. And of course, you even remember when the president was speaking, he asked, maybe we think of amnesty. You cannot afford the taxpayers' money to give amnesty. I've heard some people saying, you see, these are our colleagues. Some were even saying, let us boycott this budget to show solidarity with our colleagues. When you are corrupt, you eat the money alone. You don't eat it with any of us. So face the law, and please, the only way to make this a no-go area is to take action against any corrupt official. Be it a minister, be it a speaker, be it a member of parliament, be it a judge. Everybody must be able to face the law. And of course, that is only if the head of state.
And 50-something constituencies. So we want to have at least every constituency with a running ambulance, a brand new ambulance, well equipped with everything so that we can be able to evacuate our patients from place to another. The other thing I pray for is that they increase the funding for primary health care. Because as a health sector, we are actually grappling with 75% of our disease burden is non-communicable or preventable. So we want to move to prevent diseases as opposed to treating them. It is much cheaper, 1,000 times cheaper, to treat non-communicable diseases and these diseases of lifestyle. They are easier to prevent than to treat. The moment people get those complications, cardiovascular diseases, heart disease, cancer, it's very difficult and very expensive to treat them. But there are remedies for you not to get them. You may not be diabetic if you are a very active person, you exercise a lot. If you check your partner before you get married for sickle cell disease, you will never have a career, a sickler. So all these things need to be checked before people get married, but none of us does that.
When you look at the portion that has been given to the Ministry of Health, is this enough for all Ugandans to access health?
They are going to unveil the budget. How did you know what has been given to who or what?
The breakdown has been given to us, Honorable, but what would you anticipate?
Indicative figures.
What would
indicative figures, and they keep changing.
What would you be anticipating for for every Ugandan to be able to access medical health and to have healthy Ugandans that are productive.
Insurance rollout for everybody will be the only solution to people spending too much money on treatment. Health insurance where a person is just putting 1,500 really, 15,000 shillings. 15,000 is very little money really. Everybody can afford that per year.